Hi. Good. I guess it's good morning. Again. Good morning, folks. Hi. Good morning, ma'am. I couldn't stream yesterday. I was not really, oh damn, cake. I was not really feeling too well when I came back home. Hello. Yeah, good morning. But we will continue Ceto's event right now. Did your migraine get better? Yeah, I had to take paracetamol. And then I slept. And then when I woke up, good thing it's gone. Hi, Jose. Oh, so we're going outside. Aight, let's go. Key, open the rusty warehouse door and be greeted by past memories. Past memory? Tito's past, perhaps? September NF74, the city completed its satellite town expansion, eliminating all opposition forces in the surrounding territories. The popularity and influence of Draven, the democratically elected speaker of the city council, reached its zenith. Oh. So this is probably the peak of Draven's popularity back then. You loved the event so much, you died at the... Oh, man. But I think we're gonna cut this off to part 2 and then part 3 tomorrow. I don't have work, so I can stream in the afternoon tomorrow. She's really 41. Oh my good lord. She really doesn't look that old. And hello, Wild Dirge. Welcome also. As the glory of the city's independence burns bright, Speaker Draven leads our city-state to unprecedented heights. Now we call upon our young warriors to secure vital resources and ensure stability and prosperity for all. Hi, Neo Scarlet. Welcome. How are you all enjoying the event? You all probably are finished by now, I think. I'm late for one day, but it's fine. Each mission is a sacred duty, a chance to demonstrate our strengths and cement our city-state's future. Youth of the city, answer Speaker Draven's call. Take up the Reaper weapons, defend our honor with your passion, and ensure this city stands forever unconquered. Sounds like propaganda. February NF74, to guard against counterattacks from Metropole powers. This corps established a network of observation towers along the White Sands border. Equipped with Reapers, these towers, dubbed lighthouses by other units, formed the Ash defense line. Their dual purpose was to monitor both the Tide of Ashes and outland movements, while also serving as waypoints and supply stations for field squads. That far out, they made those towers, aka lighthouses. So it's to check on movement of the outlands and also a defense for the Tide of Ashes. Unfortunately, it failed. Yeah. Fine, I'm skip all because I wait storytelling stream. Well, I'll read it to you guys. Don't you worry. June 15, NF84, 1429, the This Sea explosion occurs, triggering global catastrophic anomalies. Border stations detect a black tide forming at the Operation Skyfall nuclear impact site, where contamination has merged with mania mutations into a physical entity. What? detect a black tide forming at the Operation Skyfall? The one where Chief, I mean, the underground shepherd got extracted by Paradisos, isn't it? And also when where Rahu was, um, well, shit happened to Rahu and her comrades. And where contamination has merged with mania mutations into a physical entity. What kind of physical entity, I wonder? You finished the event. Cheatery will love this. I think so, yes. I already love part one, man. It's so good. So many chief bottom moments. And well, there are some well, if you, I guess this event needs quite a trigger warning because of I think I know Sita really tried to end herself in part one. Good thing Chief was there. But anyway, there's a lot to enjoy in part one. Hopefully there's more. I love how the game has its way to connect every single event from the past, present, and future. So it is. It's never boring to read at all. Hi, Min. Welcome. June 15, NF84, 1437, the black tide spreads at an alarming rate. Lighthouse OTN02 organizes defensive perimeters and transmits distress signal to the city requesting immediate reinforcements. June 15, NF84, 1440, communications are disrupted by BR000 interference. OTN02's distress signals receive no response. Man. June 15, NF84, 1442, the black tide's spread rate and intensity vastly exceeds all known parameters of the normal tide of ashes. Mania contamination expands rapidly. Lighthouse OTN05 is lost with all hands. Bruh. More dead people. It's quite tragic. We see, I mean, we read through how the lighthouses fall one after another. June 15, NF84, 1615, surviving lighthouses, cut off from command, abandon their post and begin independent evacuation procedures. June 15, NF84, 1705, the evacuation failed. Lighthouse keepers are surrounded by the black tide. Only 50 survivors remain. With her final breath, OTN07 Captain Finn transmits a rallying signal, directing survivors to regroup at OTN07 and continue sending SOS signals to the city. It's because it's the only lighthouse intact, man. December, NF84, the lighthouse keeper unit is reduced to 23 survivors. All supplies are nearly exhausted. March, NF85, only 12 people remain. Oh my god. It's just 1 year and only 12 people remain. Herbert assumes command after Captain Finn's death and reorganizes the team. The unit has endured by discovering a pattern in the black tide. It recedes during daylight hours and becomes active at night when tide crawlers emerge to raid the shore. It really reminds me of that one Korean zombie TV series. The stone slab at the base of the lighthouse is covered in tiny inscriptions. Weathered by wind, rain, and salt, the earliest markings have faded almost to nothing. As your gaze travels downward, the handwriting grows increasingly erratic. The style shifting so dramatically, it suggests a different chronicler altogether. It's because every one of them just, die. Hi, Eternal, welcome. Everything just worse at night. It is, sadly. December, NF86, Herbert is gone. Oh my god. Herbert as in the one after Finn, the leader, Ripperonis. 11 lighthouses keepers remain. Scavenging for supplies grow more desperate. Mania contamination remains an inescapable threat. If there's no supplies, they are bound to eat one another, bruh. April NF88. Miles discovered how to create edible food from the monsters. Oh? Edible food from the monsters? How? February NF89. Eight lighthouses keepers remain. Oh shit. May NF89. 3 remains. November NF89. All are gone. Bruh. If I Snow make more dating event, I hope I will make a path to nowhere but dating sim. I love that. I make a path to nowhere similar to Love in Deep Space. They are the monsters. Oh shit! They are the monsters. They ate. They ate the monsters. Yeah, and possibly those are. I'm assuming they might be humans that corruptors, humans infected by mania, and they ate them. Well, anyway, what can they do, right? In this place, the high concentration mania had warped the fabric of space and time, rendering dates useless as anchors for record keeping. After a long gap, the crude inscriptions resumed, now following a new format. See, I knew it. Because of mania, the space and time is different in this place. That's probably why Ceto looks so young and yet she's already 41. Holy. So the secret to a youthful skin is mania, I noted. What the fuck? Suicide attempt number 13. Lost consciousness, then woke up, failed. What the fuck? Oh my god. Number 506 or thereabouts. Lost count. Tried again. Left my rancor behind and jumped into the black tide. Failed. Oh man. She tried 2019 times? Survived again. Found someone from the city who crawled out of the black tide. Number 2020. The city person is still alive. The lighthouse went dark. Man, it's just her chronicles of her trying to kill herself, man. Why do you think all sinners are hot? Alright, it's because of the mania also. Thinking no corrupt, no black ring, no underground, just chief date with sinner in prison. Mm. But that mania makes things more interesting, right? Ceto tried to out F for herself, yeah, sadly. And she tried 2020 times, man. Not a flicker of emotion crosses her face as she carves what she knows will be the last inscription. Hey, don't say that. Valentine's event where we date sitters. Yes, please. When are we getting one? But sadly, I think Valentine's coincides with Chinese New Year. That's why we're not getting any Valentine specials, I think. A lighthouse keeper must maintain the lighthouse, must signal the city, must always fight. The duties are etched into her memory. She knows she should climb to the lantern room and attempt a repair. But a strange inertia holds her fast. All she feels is a vague, gnawing irritation. Irritation. At least she feels something. The tower clock ticks on. Its chimes counting the hours for no one. With sudden resolve, she spreads her arms and lies back in the sand. Squinting at the sky, she tries to quell the storm raging within her. The sun has been a stranger here for years, its warmth a distant memory. The sea breeze is the only thing that touches her now, carrying the taste of salt across her cheeks. No wonder she looks so pale. She have not seen the sun in how many years was it? 5 years or more?
Maybe ending like this isn't so bad after all.
Hey.
At least, I can finally get some peace and quiet.
The jarring report of metal on metal shatters the silence.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
Unfortunately, you have Chief knocking on the other side. Ceto grits her teeth, forces a breath, and turns over. But then the hammering escalates into a brutal percussion, a relentless pounding against the inside of her skull. Well, there's your peace and quiet. Well, if you're with Chief, you'll never get bored, right?
Ugh.
She clamps her hands over her ears, but the noise, sharpened by pure malice, drills straight into her mind. It had grown louder! Good job, Chief.
Stop it already.
At the other end of the beach, the trouble she'd scavenged from the shore is crouched over a pile of scrap. Hearing her, you look up. Chief, come on. Sorry for the noise. Just trying to get the lighthouse functional again. This is so fun. Chief is trying to fix the lighthouse by banging on metal grate. I guess it's like an old TV. Will you finish the event today? No, I don't think so. It's quite late. I think if I finish the event today, it might take me until 5 a.m. I just cannot. I'll stream again tomorrow afternoon. I promise. I promise I'll be back. Ceto's gaze sweeps over the heap of junk beside you. A tangle of broken pipes, bent valves, half a signal device ripped from some forgotten machine. It looks as if an entire scrapyard has vomited its content onto the sand. What a description. Chief really getting tossed all over the place by Ceto and still trying to get closer to her with this much effort is exactly. So Ceto have tried killing Chief so many times, but she does not give up. That's why we love Chief so much, right? When Chief fixed something, just hammer and clank, clank, clank. Yes, yes, it fixed things. That's how we fixed TVs a long time ago, right? Don't feel like you have to help. Wait, what is this? Don't feel like you have to help. I can manage on my own. Mm-hmm. Unless you'd prefer to lend a hand. We'd get off this island a lot faster if we worked together.
Who said I want to work with you?
You have no choice, girl. She answers with a cold grunt, then turns away, lying back down to present you with her back. Since last night, your invitation to leave together has been met with nothing but silence. Chief the Rizzler always has been. I know what you're into, Chief. Mm-hmm. You didn't like the princess treatment Catherine gave you, but you're all down bad for Ceto. Well, technically this happened first, right? I think she liked the getting the princess treatment from Catherine because she got beaten up so much by Ceto. She showed her back. She's inviting you for and I don't want to get scratched right now by this angry cat, so she can have her back to herself for now. We'll wait the right moment. We need to, give her more reassurances. She'll open her heart. Trust. I am the chief of this city MBCC, an advisor to the Rancor squad, tasked with retrieving the remaining Rancors from the White Sands border. Ceto froze for a moment, then slapped away your hand that was extended in an offer of alliance.
Here we go again. And what's your proof this time? That crumpled piece of paper in your pocket?
Chief, do you have an MBCC ID, perhaps?
Last time. What was it? A merchant caravan? Looking for a friend? Well, congratulations on the new identity.
Chief charm affects any woman. Sometimes it just take a while to take effect, especially it's in there. Yeah. We just need to be patient. Exactly. Cheatery likes it raw. I hate to admit it, but yeah, yes. The city never abandoned you. The Rancor squad has been searching all this time. We risk approaching the Black Tide specifically to find border soldiers like you. While you were stuck here, surrounded, something might be happening in the city too. There had to be a reason they couldn't answer your calls. It's because the city cannot detect this place anymore. And I'm sorry I lied about who I was. I didn't know if I could trust you. I had my reasons. Chief is telling the truth. Causes, reasons, excuses. Ceto only responded with a cold, scornful laugh.
You done? If you're done, then open your eyes and look around.
Ceto dragged you to the porthole and forcibly turned your chin toward the storm and monsters raging outside.
I let you poke around this island all day. Find anything to eat? Cook up a brilliant escape plan? You think you can survive that storm?
She have lost all hope. Trust issues. Totally understandable because she has been left here all alone. It's quite difficult to trust just a random person dropping by. It's so sad when you find out just why no one ever got the signal. Man, I can't wait to find out then.
You can't even save yourself, Ms. Advisor.
There's still a chance. If we can just get the beacon working, send a signal.
A signal?
She slams her fist into the wall.
What do you think I've been doing for the last 8,000 days? Ringing a
8,000
funeral bell for
days?
everyone under these waves? Is that it?
How many is 8,000 days, guys? Holy shit. 8,000 days. 2 years. Wait, what? Almost 22 years, bro. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my shit if I ended up in a place isolated. There's no food. There's no one to talk to. 22 years. Man. Holy shit. 20 years. It's 22 years. My god. She leaned in, her breath a cold whisper against your ear. Her face a mask of ice.
Keep your delusions to yourself. Don't you fucking drag me into them.
Without another word, she turned and retreated to the cabin's darkest corner, lying down and closing her eyes as if shutting a door. And despite, I'm still wondering how she managed to survive with barely any food in the island. Her outburst, the most words you'd ever heard her speak at once, left you speechless. You opened your mouth, but no sound came out. You had already seen the logs carved into the lighthouse wall, but at that time, the history of the old Rancors felt more impenetrable than ever. I can't stand here and judge your past. What's done is done, but I can prove myself to you. No matter what it takes, I am getting off this rock and finishing what I need to do. You go, Chief.
Sacrifice. It was abandonment, a betrayal. The one thing it is not is the past.
She felt abandoned because she's the only one survived. She's the only one who survived, man. Help will come for us. I know it. Your words hang in the air. A dead silence swallows the room, broken only by the eternal, hopeless sigh of a tide beyond the window. Man. And that was after everyone else died, so it was even longer. Man, it's even longer. Or is it what? Close to 30 years? Shiv is not the strongest, but she is beautiful enough to make the strongest sinner fall in love. Exactly, yeah. And even though she's not the strongest, she always tries to find a way out or a solution to a problem. If a miracle does happen, I'll ask you this question again. Will you leave this place with me? Just say yes, Ceto. We can get out of here. Trust. Irritating. That stupid question is as annoying as she is. How can anyone be so naively certain of rescue? How can someone firmly believe they will reunite with their companions and work tirelessly toward that goal? Ceto cannot comprehend it. The very thought makes her feel as if sea urchins are crawling over her, their spines needling her skin. She shifts, but sleep remains impossible. We love Chief, yes, we love Chief so much. That line is so romantic. It feels like a proposal. Will you go with me, princess? But our princess is a grumpy cat right now. Even more grating is that persistent mumbling, buzzing like a mosquito that refuses to leave. Chief is a mosquito, I see. Check the damage from last night after getting up. The monsters got the electrical circuits and beacon housing, but the core light source is still intact, so we need power and the new lens. The radio's battery won't cut it for a bulb that big. Hydroelectric power? That's a massive project. We don't exactly have a hardware store lying around. There must be some tools here for maintenance. You deliberately draw out your words, testing for a reaction. As expected, Ceto isn't sleeping. At the sound of your voice, she shifts slightly further away. Last night's tension clearly isn't dissipating. Continue probing. Yeah, be persistent, Chief. You can do it. I wonder if someone actually comes for Chief, if that will hurt Ceto knowing that no one came for her or the others. She might get hurt at first, but maybe if she knows the truth of what happened, maybe she'll understand, I think. You know, it'll get good when the background music switches to a goofy one. Yeah. Time to massage some tensions away. We cannot even touch her. She won't let us touch her at all. We tried to put bandage, if I remember correctly. She's like a cat. She clawed at us yesterday. I mean the other day. She's rage baiting Ceto so bad. She needed some sort of reaction from her. No toolbox? Fine. I can make do with these cans. Where there's a will? Where there's a will, right? Yes, Chief. A wrench or a screwdriver? Which first? Ceto still shows no reaction. So you pick up an empty can with exaggerated deliberation. Raise it high. Well, it's not like I have a choice. Unlike someone, I don't plan on turning into a salted fish on this island. So, time to start hammering. I'm really going to start hammering now. Oh, something flies through the air and knocks the can from your hand with a sharp clang. It happens so fast that it takes you a moment to process what it is. A key.
South Shore. Cellar.
Why, thank you. So we do have some supplies. Ooh. I must say the music in the later parts of the story is incredible. Oh, okay. I can't wait to listen to it. Sometimes being a little shit works. Well, I think for someone who wants to end their life. Most of the time they already feel apathetic, right? So you need to. I think what Chief is doing is trying to induce some sort of emotion out of them. So out of Ceto, so maybe she can change her mind, and she would come with her, right? What is this? Food is perpetually scarce in the lighthouse, and the gnawing hunger is a shared burden. With the day still young, perhaps you should try catching some fish. Okay, catch some fish. You settle by a campfire, pinch some moss for bait, and cast your line into the black tide. Ceto perches on a reef rock nearby, a silent observer. An unspoken rhythm has settled between you, the fisherman at work, the seabird watching from a distance. There's a seabird? We can eat birds! But how do we catch them? Suddenly, a heavy weight wrenches your line. Your catch has arrived. What do we have here? Oh my good lord! It's a mania fish, not edible at all. Fish contaminated by mania. Perhaps it can be processed with a knife or made into moss balls. Maybe we can put it in the burner. Oh, that bottle you can drag to give to Ceto. This one? What will she do if we give her this? It doesn't seem to go there. There you go. You carefully clean the bottle and decide to share the home brew you found in the box with Ceto. Her acceptance is a quiet surprise. She lowers herself to sit at your side, and in the companionable silence that follows, the two of you simply drink. It's a small, stolen moment of respite, all the more valuable for its simplicity. Your mood has slightly improved. Great! My phone died. Okay, no problem. He can go back to Twitch. It's fine. What do we do with this? We put it here? Against your better judgment, you try to cook the mania contaminated fish. The moment it hits the heat, a bizarre foul odor erupts, choking the air. Oh shit! You have to cut the contaminated parts out first, you idiot. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ceto snaps, her voice icy. With the winds, you discard the ruined fish. Oh no! The fish is gone, bro! I have a knife. I should have used that first, man. Fish crap. Oh, no wonder it. Now I cannot get any more fish, man. You tried to use the moss on the fireplace and prove my stupidity. Man, I did not expect the fish to get burnt like that. Some resources remain on the shore, which could be supplies. Okay. This is the mini game, right? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, a
Oh,
new
thank you for
follower.
the follow. That's you, Mishkat. Oh, what do we have here? Can we open this? No. Wait, what can we see here? Dark clouds brood over the black waters. At the edge of the horizon, a tiny creature soars with spread wings. A trick of the light or a spark of life in this desolation. Look more carefully. If there are birds, we can eat them, right? We just sashimi. Yeah, we can just sashimi. But unfortunately, I threw it in the fire. No, your eyes do not deceive you. There really is a solitary seabird that flies where the leaden sea meets the ashen sky. It has not just survived but adapted, its form weaving a graceful defiant dance between the wind and waves. You excitedly point the bird out to Ceto. If such a fragile life can master this treacherous waters, surely it can also fly beyond this prison of an island. Ceto offers only a non-committal nod. Without a word, she takes your arm and pulls you back from the shoreline before the tide comes in. So there is really one solitary seabird that we just cannot eat. Uh-huh. I'm old person trying to figure things out. Me too. I'm an old person trying to figure out things also. From this vantage point, the damage to the lighthouse's crown is starkly visible. Examine the lighthouse. A massive hole is torn in the glass on one side, a violent breach on the top floor. It was through this opening that the monsters swarmed, ravaging the vital lighting equipment within. This needs to be repaired before nightfall. Uh-oh. Once the creature have grown accustomed to the taste of darkness, the light will no longer hold any terror for them. Oh, that just gave me more paranoia. Thanks. Catch the bird inside a message. That is if someone would, I mean, if that bird would go to another place than this island, maybe it will work indeed. We can open this, right? Wait. We can open this with this. It's another bottle. What happens if I gave her something again? Oh my god, we got more bots. Fuck off. Should we go to the bed with Ceto? Give her the toy? Okay. You use a splash of precious distilled water to brighten the grass on the hedgehog toy's head. Though it's a sacrifice of a vital resource, Ceto offers no protest. Some forms of sustenance are not for the body, but for the spirit. That's true. And in this desolate place, you both understand the need to cling to them. The little hedgehog seems to perk up with newfound vitality. When you place it in Ceto's hands, you see it, or perhaps you only imagine it. The ghost of a smile touched her lips. Ceto smiled! Oh my! Your relationship with Ceto has grown closer. Yay! We have become closer. Why, thank you. I wonder what this is. Might as well. There's still some time before you must head to the cellar. Perhaps you should scout the island for fuel and forage for moss to stave off the hunger. Search for supplies. You comb the barren landscape for meager supplies. Ceto follows at a distance, her knife flicking out with practiced ease to skewer pieces of firewood from the ground. Sometimes you deliberately quicken your pace and slip from her view. Moments later, you notice her closing the distance, a silent, shadowed figure hastening to keep you in sight. Ah, so here's the moss you're talking about. What do we do with this? Should we use this with a fish or something? This present for Ceto, if you craft with hammer, you can get wood. Oh, you basically eat it, but I tried to put it in the fire and made a fool of myself. Okay, noted. Let's not put the moss into the fire, otherwise we'll lose it. What happened again? Should we give it to Ceto? You're deep in another round of moss-based recipe testing at the lighthouse, carefully isolating usable monster meat. Ceto mocks your dreadful knife skills. Then she takes over and slices everything with casual perfection. The grim scene is suddenly absurdly reminiscent of two chefs developing recipe in a high-end kitchen. So that's it. The Moses curse says it can be used to make something with meat but never managed to do it. Ah, can be made to moss balls with some meat. I have not gotten any meat yet. Should we throw this in the fire or not? What? Ay, hello, Ordamari, welcome. Should we... Or can we give this to Ceto also? We add more fire to the stove and invite Ceto to warm up by the fire with you. Oh, I threw it to the fire. Burn the moss? It's gonna disappear. Though Ceto offers no verbal reply to your invitation, she, how do you pronounce this? Acquiesces by settling into the seat across from you. She extended her hands toward the flames, her fingertips drinking in the warmth. Well, I'm glad she's happy. Should we give her another drink? You produce another bottle of homebrew Savage from the crate. The drink does more than lift your spirits. It is a welcome burning hydration. Wow, only in this island that an alcohol is hydration. Well, I guess. Whatever you can get a hold to. Burn the moss because we don't like vegetables. Wow, it might be useful later on. You produce another bottle of homebrew. Oh wait, I already read that. You pass the bottle back and forth in a slow, quiet rhythm, and with each shared sip. Damn, we're sharing. This is basically indirect kiss, guys. Sharing a drink with Ceto. Yeah, you pass the bottle back and forth in a slow, quiet rhythm, and with each shared sip, the space between you seems to grow softer, smaller. Your relationship with Ceto has grown closer. Damn! And my doggos are acting up. Hold on real quick. I need to get them back inside the house. I'll be right back. I'm back. What should we click? Can we go up now? Or not? With the sellers or goal, you assess your readiness. The shackles offer some defense, but the unknown demands more. Ask Ceto for equipment. Ah, will she give one? She should burn the moss so that Ceto will treat her rougher. Should I? Can we get more moss later on? Okay, I will indulge you guys. You want me to go burn the moss? Then we will burn the moss. You try stuffing a handful of moss into the stove as fuel. It smolders, promising a flame, but a derisive snort from Ceto behind you confirms your foolishness. Oh no! What have I done? You make a mental note. Moss is clearly not an ideal fuel. It's because it's wet. Now it is gone, bro. Oh no. What have I done? We're gonna listen to Ark's radio again. We've reached the rescue location, but it seems our guests have other plans and don't want us to leave. Our first mate, Samuel, is on deck using flag signals to talk with other ships, which makes this the perfect time for a pop quiz. I can't see you, but I know you're frowning right now. I can feel it. You touch the space between your eyebrows. She really did guess correctly. We're not frowning. Don't worry, it's a simple one. If you were paying attention during my lesson, you'll get it right. You remember what this ship looks like, right? So here's the question. What flag signal should we send right now? Hint, it's something we mentioned before. Help or kill? I like kill instead. Kill. Ta-da! The only correct answer is kill, see? I knew it. Sinners are always unhinged. So you say kill, yes. The next thing you know, a deafening noise erupts from the device in your hands. What? Worn blanket. An old blanket found in the lighthouse that can provide warmth. Can we give this to Ceto? Ceto, I have a blanket for you. Will you be nice now? This time, when you share an old blanket you found with Ceto, she doesn't refuse. Oh. Wrapped in its folds on the windowsill, she watches you. Her gaze, a quiet anchor in the room. I guess that's improvement, guys. She did not brush us off with the blanket. What a surprise. Gradually her vigilance wanes, and she even drifts into a few moments of fleeting sleep. Our cat is softening up. Yeah, our baby's slowly softening. Yeah, our cat is softening up. She's warming up to us. Okay, let's go here. What do we have with the archives? Oh, this one, a blanket. Amidst the raging black tide, the fragile body still burns for hope. What are we doing in the underground? You find a dim emergency light and fasten it to your waist before setting out alone along the island's abandoned southern path. I don't like this music, man. It's giving anxiety. The moss on either side has been eaten away by salt and decay, leaving the stone slick and treacherous. You advise with painstaking caution. You advance in painstaking caution, each step measured. Why you give blanket? We give blankets so she would warm up to us, you know. Another points into trying to get closer with Ceto. But we shared a drink with her with the same bottle. Wrap around yourself, engage eye contact, and open your arms and invite cuddle under blanket. Well, we'll get there later, maybe. We'll give her more blankets. A cellar key? I've been searching this island for 2 days. Never found a cellar.
Because you're an idiot.
I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. Was that really necessary? It's childish. What was the cellar for? What was the cellar for originally?
A well. Connected to channels for the 9 lighthouses. This was White Sands. We needed water.
It's connected to the other lighthouses? Are you telling me this place used to be desert? Why is it surrounded by water now? It's because of the black tide, isn't it? Water? Then we could...
No. It's useless now.
You know, from actions till now, Chief is a lot more similar to a cat than Ceto. We eat her food. are annoying and make a mess everywhere, but get to forgive it. Slowly get loved, yeah. But for me, it feels like Ceto is a cat, yeah. Chief Catherine Brainerd is real. I couldn't even ship her with Ceto properly. I am still not over with Catherine Chief, but I'm always welcome with another ship, so I am totally fine by this. You squeeze through the split structure of the chamber, ducking under a section of collapsed steel beams. Inside, the darkness is absolute, deep as the ocean abyss. The only remnants of light are shattered wires tangled in the iron frames overhead. The air is noticeably colder here, raising goosebumps on your skin. No ship
When the
just
black
clapped
tide
every.
hit, that was the first place to go.
We're about to collect our sinners. Yeah, just riz everyone. That is the way. That was the first place. It got flooded, perhaps.
If it weren't for those channels, the filth might not have spread so damn fast.
Oh, yeah, it got. Oh, the black tide used this to destroy the lighthouses. I
They
see.
sealed it after the contamination filled most of it in. No one's allowed back. I won't stop you from going in, but don't blame me if you wake up the thing sleeping down there.
Oh, shit. Now you're creeping me out, Ceto, but we need to find supplies, man. The things?
Tide crawlers. The beasts that crawl ashore at night. They're quiet on the seafloor during the day.
Oh my
But start
god.
clanging metal next to their ears. and
Oh
see what
shit, I'm
happens.
scared. This is really like those what was that? I forgot the title of that Korean movie or the zombie movie with Will Smith. It's like that. You ship Chief with all the waifus, get a harem girl. Your life is already hard. Enjoy. Exactly. Yeah, we can ship anyone. Like totally, it's fine. But for me, it's difficult to let go of Catherine. But I can still ship Chief with Ceto, definitely. I'm enjoying my time with her. I'm not that stupid.
Really? Couldn't tell.
You're really. Never mind. Heeding Ceto's warning, you pick your way forward, avoiding loose debris and the soft, rotting wooden planks that sag under your own damp weight. The stagnant water in the cellar isn't deep, but its cold bites you to the bone. As you reach the mouth of the passage, you instinctively pull your collar tight and hold your breath. You said it was sealed. Can those things still get up through the cellar?
People weren't supposed to go down, but there were always exceptions. Herbert did.
Who's Herbert? The captain after Finn, if I remember correctly.
He took over as captain after Finn died. Another keeper. Why am I even telling you this?
You ship Chief with Zoya first, wife is best wife. That's true. I think my first crush in Path to Nowhere is definitely Zoya. Yeah. But sadly, she's still not around in in the main story. We're still patiently waiting for her.
Anyway, that toolbox you're looking for is down there.
Why the fuck is the toolbox down here? What about Herbert? What happened to him? Oh shit. Maybe he got turned into a tide crawler. Oh man. Following Ceto's instructions, you fit the key into the iron door leading below. As you descend the stairs, the air grows thick and oppressive. The cellar walls weep with humidity, blanketed in a sickly moss, and the stench of sulfur and blood hangs heavy, a foul perfume of decay and corroding metal. I don't like the smell of sulfur, man. Because in some descriptions, when demons appear, they smell of sulfur, right? At the passage's end, a rear exit has been hastily barricaded. The heavy door is reinforced from the inside with crisscrossed steel beams, but a small rift has been forced open at the bottom. A dark, indistinct shape partially blocks the opening. I don't like the sound of that. A dark, indistinct shape is partially blocking the opening. Bro! Chief, are you sure? Approach the shadow. Okay, approach the shadow we go. The putrid stench intensifies. Emanating directly from the dark mass, you instinctively cover your mouth and nose, your breath catching in your throat. Continue. Okay. Continue approaching. The descriptions get pretty It is. That's why it's creeping me out, man. I am bad with horror. Okay. That's why I don't play horror games. You ship Chief with all of them, but my favorite Chief, Zoya and Rao, I see. Understandable. The shadow begins to resolve into a vaguely recognizable form. A cold dread washes over you as a horrifying suspicion solidifies. Wow! Mom, I'm scared.
What happened? You already know the answer.
Oh shit.
Why ask?
Oh shit. Chief, are you sure? Examine the shadow. If you keep on probing, you're the one who's gonna get eaten by a tide crawler. But we have no choice. Examine the shadow. Fine. Oh no! It's a tide crawler for real. It is a human corpse. Also, what's up with that sound effects, Ice? No. It is a human corpse, or more precisely, half of one. Half of one? Who ate half of Herbert? The right half soaks in the black tide. His remaining skin a grotesque map of complete mutation. Oh shit. Chief making interesting decisions every once in a while. Well, we have no choice anyway, so I mean, she has no choice but to go forward. What? Eternal likes the same kink as me. Yeah. I guess we just love Chief being the bottom, huh? The left half remains inside the cellar, the hand locked in a death grip around a hydraulic cutter, frozen in the desperate act of trying to sever his own body into... What the fuck? So I'm imagining it. This dude has a hydraulic cutter, and he is trying to sever half of his body. That's crazy, man. A rusted toolbox lies fallen at his feet. What is he doing there anyway, bro?
Where's Herbert? It's his shift. Ceto, it's Captain now. Don't be so disrespectful to the new captain of the Lighthouse Keepers. You're loud. Miles, look at her! What happened to make her like this?
Has our little Ceto ever been any other way? That's just her character.
Ugh, I give up. No one can handle her but Finn anyway.
The name hung in the air. A ghost of someone already gone. In the stiff silence that followed, Miles scratches his head. Little Ceto is cute. She's a little gremlin for sure.
Oh, right. Herbert said we're running low on hypercubes. Soon we won't be able to suppress those weapons. He went to look for more.
Oh shit. Oh shit. That's why he got stuck there. He was looking for more hypercubes, man.
Where would he even find more? Wait. He didn't go to.
Oh shit.
The Southern Cellar said he had it under control.
Oh no.
What are you doing here? It's too dangerous.
You said you had it under control.
Young Ceto stood bewildered before Herbert, who was trapped in the doorway. Her mind had gone completely blank.
I did. I almost made it. I just pried open a small gap. Look, right behind that door. Those blue shining cubes. The things that would stop your nightmares. I just needed a little more time. But the tide crawlers, they found me first.
Man, he did it for Ceto and the others. Salute to Herbert, but he's going to die, bro. Hi, Edel, welcome.
I'm not a child anymore. I know what those cubes are.
Yes. You're not a child anymore. You're stronger than any of us. You can do many things that we can't. Our impressive little Ceto. Could you do one last thing for me?
Oh no, I don't want to watch. No wonder her trauma is this bad. Yeah. It's the survivor's guilt, isn't it? Man. Herbert looked at the bewildered child and, summoning all his strength, extended his one movable hand to point at the dagger at her waist, the one Finn had given her. Is Ceto almost got corrupted by Black Tide? I think more like corrupted by, not really by the Black Tide. I think it's the Rancors that is corrupting her mind.
Help me.
Oh
Find peace.
shit. Man. And what's with the music, man? And imagine it's a young child. He's asking to end him. Bruh.
What are you talking about? I'll get you out. I'm getting you out of here.
Forcing herself to look away from his body, ravaged and festering from the monster's feeding, Ceto's eyes fell upon the hydraulic cutter still hanging from his shoulder, fused with his corruption-riddled flesh. But she could barely see anyway. Her tears had already blurred her vision.
Don't cry. You can't afford to. There won't be any more hypercubes to help you. From now on, you'll have to suppress the weapon's power all by yourself. Your emotions, they'll become a weakness your blade will exploit.
I'm amazed that even without hypercubes, Ceto was able to control her rancors. Her eyes are red like vampires. I think she was born that way. I'm not sure if is it exposure to mania that made her like that, but there's no confirmation.
Stop lecturing me! Push! We'll weld the door shut, and you'll be fine!
I know. You never really accepted me as your captain. I'm not like you and Finn. I can't command great power. I'm just an old logistics officer. who couldn't even complete his final task.
The little girl from the past has grown up. Now, Ceto lies alone beneath the lighthouse, staring at the overcast sky as these memories surface. Not a single tear falls, yet she still lacks the courage to return to that place with a person from the city. So, did you finally help him?
He was the one who helped me. His blood quieted my blade like nothing else ever had.
Oh, man.
He told me, if it hadn't been for Finn, he never would have agreed to let me grow up with the lighthouse keepers. He said, if I could really lead everyone out alive, he'd get to see his daughter again.
I'd give anything to go home one last time. My girl would be your age by now.
After that, we sealed the contamination with rows of steel bolts. We left Herbert inside. He was the last captain of the lighthouse keepers.
Man. You carefully pick up the toolbox, and for a moment, everything seems to be going smoothly. Then you glance up and see it. The straps that once secured the lighthouse keeper's uniform to Herbert's remains now hang loose in an undignified slump. What is this choice? I want to fix his uniform, but the problem is, when in a horror scenario, right? If you try to go near a dead person, something might happen. I'm so tempted to just leave with the toolbox. Well, I have a conscience, so fix his uniform. After a moment's hesitation, you set the toolbox down and crouch to restore some final dignity to the man. Don't tell me he's gonna move, bro! But as your fingers near the fabric, the hydraulic cutter lodged in his body clatters suddenly to the floor. Oh shit. Its jaw gaping ominously toward the sealed-off black side. Following the direction, your heart stops. Behind Herbert's remains, thousands of crimson eyes have slid open, fixed on you with a chilling hunger. I knew it, bro! Run! Whether coincidence or final warning, the cutter's message is clear. Run. Yeah, run! Holy fuck! Creepy as fuck, man. You won't catch Cheatery playing any horror games. Man.
So you're in charge this time? This should be fun.
Let's make this quick. The lighthouse cannot be left unattended.
Though I seldom take the front lines, a true soldier never hesitates when battle calls.
If this scene could be reenacted.
So you're in charge this time? This should be
This
fun.
isn't even the worst thing she faces. What? And I'm already fucking scared. The way they describe it, man. Scary as fuck.
Pulse radiation, engage.
Crush them all!
Ooh. Oh. Ah. I keep forgetting you can move that thing, and it has actually skills to use. Although I did not read what it does, but yeah. You finally stagger back, toolbox in a death grip and lungs burning. Ceto hasn't moved from her spot. One glance at your heaving, the shell form is all she needs to understand.
I told you those things would wake up. A mortal body could never truly seal a breach.
I I got what we needed, didn't I? Could you just once say something nice? Besides, after only a few words, your lungs begin to congest, a coppery tang flooding your throat. The recent encounter was minor, which means your condition is far more advanced than you feared. You suck in a few ragged breaths, fighting to steady the rising panic. Oh, right. Yeah. Chief is actually in a bad state because of the black ring. And now a lot of things happen. Chief, I hope you survive this. I feel stupid now because I struggle to put my sinners down because of that damn thing. Oh, right. Well, at least, well, you're done with the event, so it's all good now. It's that mortal body that's the real miracle. You might not believe it, but Herbert, he protected me back there.
I believe it. That's exactly the kind of fool he was. Always putting everyone else first.
If you're upset, just curse at the black tide or in the city's direction. You don't have to be so salty about it.
I'm not upset. Stop making assumptions.
You sound upset though. By now, her prickly demeanor is familiar. You set the toolbox down without a word. Alright, fine. Then tell me, where do I need to go next?
Why should I tell you?
So we can fix the navigation beacon.
How many times? I don't want to work with you.
She's so gorgeous. Who, Chief? I agree. Chief and Ceto are both gorgeous though. You misunderstood. I'm not talking about working with you. I mean working with the former lighthouse keepers. This lighthouse isn't just yours. If there's even a sliver of a chance for rescue, I think they'd all want to see it shine again.
What is wrong with you? Are you addicted to spouting this motivational crap?
She's trying to lift your spirit, Ceto. A look of pure disbelief crosses her face as she pushes herself up from the sand, her eyes scanning you with new intensity. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Just checking if you've taken something when I wasn't looking. How are you this amped up?
That's right. I just had a feast. Spiritual nourishment from the soldiers of the past. Now I have even more reason to survive. To get out of here and find my friends. That thought works better than any stimulant. And there is no more time to waste. Your body is a frayed cord. Moments from snapping. Hunger, blood lost, the shackles backlash. This relentless triad is pushing you toward a final collapse. You can no longer be sure you'll wake up tomorrow. This, of course, is a truth you will never share with Ceto. Man. Chief refuses to show that she's not well in front of Ceto, huh? Hydrate? Okay. Man, it's so sad that Ceto was given up long ago. Yeah. Thank you for the hider. Although, at least now, Chief is motivating her. So, we'll get there. We'll get her out of here. People will say that Chief is fragile and weak, but she's very strong and resilient to endure all of this. Anyone would have died or given up at this. Exactly. I always, in my stream, I always tell everyone, if I were in the Chief's position, I would have given up long ago. That's why I admire Chief so much. She's so persistent. Nourishing your throat, thank you. Yeah, especially during my throat will not do well during interrogations that are not voice. It's hard having hope after 20 years. Exactly. That's why it feels like I'm not. I think Zito is probably not used to people. That's why she's acting like. Although, yeah, she's like this ever since she was young. But add the fact that she's been here for 20 years or more alone. Yeah, it's very hard to open up to someone. So, north, west, east. You blinked. East it is. Chief.
Can't be bothered with you.
There's a wrecked ship on the eastern shore, right? Might be something useful there. So Chief is looking at Ceto's reaction, huh? For an answer. That's very wise of her.
That ship's 50 meters out, half submerged in the black tide. The cabins are probably nesting grounds for tide crawlers.
Uh-oh.
Are you trying to get yourself killed? Hey!
Well, Chief is persistent, so she's gonna go. She's barely halfway through her warning when you produce a hemp rope from your gear and swiftly secure it around your waist.
What are you doing?
Chief, are you sure you're gonna swim through a freaking tide that is infested with mania? Oh my god. The eastern shore isn't far, right? I'm going to check it out.
The hand crank generator's been underwater for years. It's definitely rusted through.
So there is a generator? Now I absolutely have to go. It might still work. Otherwise, why would you even mention it?
What?
What is this reverse psychology on Ceto? Now I believe Chief is actually very good at interrogating people, huh? Is Chief immune with mania? She gets infected. She... Not really that immune, but she can resist it more. She's not immune, but she has very high resistance. In this story, Chief is still finding hell. I didn't get to read that earlier. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is prior to Shattered Blade, so yes. At this point, Chief is still looking for Hela. A perverse thrill shoots through you at leaving her speechless. She'd given you nothing but grief when you first arrived, but you've since decoded her user manual. Quote-unquote user manual, and now you're testing its limits. So Chief have figured out Ceto, huh? Also, I love this look on Ceto, man. She looks like a lost wet puppy. Oh, more like a lost wet cat. I'm going down to look. Don't worry. Besides, what if I actually succeed? Turning your face toward the endless black tide, you hide your unfocused, failing vision and call back to Ceto with a cheerfulness you don't feel. Oh, man! I think Chief is about to pass out any moment now, and she's still trying to swim through a mania-infested water. What the fuck? Creating miracles is what humans do best. I love Chief so much, man. Chief knows how to handle chaotic gremlins. Well, she handled worst inside the MBCC, right? Achievement unlocked, bitch whisper. Really, Chief is Running into adrenaline. Yeah, that's true. Now, what is this? Lubricating grease? Oh, what are we going to do with this? What are we going to lubricate? Shut up, Shidori. Can be equipped in Rift Arsenal to gain combat effect or skills. Ah, okay. A lubricant made from monster fat for greasing the ballista. Never mind. It's from a monster fat. Ew. Never mind, guys. Would come in handy, maybe. High pressure gas canister. When equipped, the ballista fires 3 arrows simultaneously, prioritizing different targets. This seems useful. A high pressure gas canister used to boost a ballista's firing power. Might as well, right? What do we? Seems useful enough. Let's see. You approach the fishing rod as usual, with Ceto a few paces behind, her presence a quiet constant. At least she must use protection like Doctor in Art Night outfit from Fire. No, she doesn't need to. But it does affect her psychologically and physically if there's intense amounts of mania. Tough times, tough measures, Monster Lubricant will have to... Yeah, we have no choice. If there's a need for it, then why not, right? The fishing spot. You casually ask if she built this spot herself, recalling the damage that scarred the area when you first arrived. Was it the work of those monsters? Ceto doesn't answer with words. Instead, she steps beside you, and with a quiet, almost awkward resolve, she guides your hands from behind, teaching you a few casting techniques. Damn! That is so sweet of Ceto. So I'm imagining it as Ceto holding Chip's hand while they cast the what do you call this? The fishing rod. Yeah. You have learned some fishing techniques. Great! What? There's more fish? A strange container fish out of the black tide if you had a hammer. Wait, we can smash it with a hammer? Hammer and then this one? What the fuck is this? It's a freaking tentacle. Mania tentacles found in a strange container. It's a grotesque tentacles. Bruh. Throw them away, throw them away, throw them away. Is this Shin's? Is this Shin's tentacles perhaps? How did it ended up here? Bro, I don't want... No. If that is Shin's, I will treasure it with my life, okay? So we use... You guys told me to use the dagger with the fish, right? Oh, what the fuck? A fish soup. Fish soup made from mania-contaminated fish. Are we going to be fine with this? Barely edible, but don't try to taste it. What the fuck? Can we throw this here? You attempt to process the mania-tainted fish into a soup. The result is a vile, unsettling sludge that barely resembles food. I'm sorry! I thought we could eat it! I thought we could eat Shin's tentacles, man. So Celia has been eating Shin for 20 years? Oh my good lord! No wonder she's becoming more and more unhinged because of Shin. You like it when she calls you an idiot. Those, you never use the knife on the fish. Oh, I'm so glad I'm streaming this so you guys can guide me. Yeah, there's a vroom in at 2 a.m. sadly. You brave a spoonful. It's worse than you imagined. A nauseating wave of sour decay and psychic corruption that feels like a physical blow to your senses. Thank you, Shin, for the psychic corruption. Why, thank you. You learn a harsh lesson Only drink this if you are literally starving to death. Yeah, we have no choice to eat Shin. Then we eat Shin. Oh no, S5 sinners, bro. I'm not that rich to S5 sinners, okay? Only select ones. So, how do we get that there? Wait. Poor Chief needs Catherine to spoil her. Yes, after all the horrors that we've been through, yes. What the fuck is wrong with me? I hope I can do more story about Augusta. She's an interesting character, but scary when she gets mad. We love Augustus in this house. We love Catherine so much, okay? I want her to appear in the future stories, but I think she will because she's joined Edge. She's already Edge 08, so we'll get to see her more. Hopefully. Wait, what happens if I give the tentacle to Ceto? You thought of preparing the tentacle cross. The thought of preparing the tentacles crosses your mind, but the memory of Ceto's stark warning stops you cold. On this island, curiosity is a luxury that could cost you your life. Oh, we cannot eat it. I don't want to throw the tentacle away. Should we throw it to the fire, guys? I don't want to throw Shin to the fire, but I will get Ceto drunk again. Cheers! You produce another bottle of homebrew scavenge from the crate. The drink does more than lift your spirits. It is a welcome burning hydration. You can't craft Shin tentacle with knife. Okay, sleep well, Min. Thank you for dropping by. You pause battle back and forth in a slow, quiet rhythm, and with each shared sip, the space between you seems to grow softer and smaller. Your relationship with Ceto has grown closer. I wish there's like a bar of hearts on how much our relationship grows closer. Use the key on the box. It's another bottle. You can't craft Shin tentacle with knife? Really? We can try. Oh my god! It turned into a fucking soup! It's gone now. It turned into a soup, guys! Oh. We eat Shin together now. What do we do with this? Fish soup made with grotesque tentacles. Do not eat, do not eat, do not eat. Can I feed this to Shin? I'm not Shin. Could I feed this to Ceto? You probably should not show this to Ceto. Oh. What do we do with it though? Should we cook this? It might... Do you think it's reusable? It doesn't look reusable to me. I'll think about it later. I'll think about if we should eat that with Shin or something. What do we have here? What do you want to talk to Ceto about? Eat it? What the fuck? Are you sure, guys? Food distribution. I've noticed you always divide the food into 2 equal portions, no matter who prepared it. Herbert's rule. All supplies are shared equally. So does that make me a lighthouse keeper now? I'm hungry. What's for dinner? Tentacle soup from Shin. We're gonna cook it. Despite every instinct screaming in protest, hunger has overridden your common sense. You place the pot of putrid fish soup on the stove. An overwhelming stench instantly fills the lighthouse, making you and Ceto gag. In one swift motion, Ceto seizes the pot and hurls it outside, then turns to give you a scathing lecture on your idiocy. I'm sorry! Yeah, I am an idiot sandwich. Such a husband-like. Yeah, it's like, doesn't want to work, but she likes food. Mommy Shin will be sad we don't eat her whiskers. But Ceto just threw the Shin soup outside. Or is that Shin bath water? I don't know. Ceto's opinion of you has worsened. Oh, shit! I'm so sorry. Maybe I'll give her more blanket. Oh, no. Oh, maybe we need to give her more alcohol. See, it's grown closer again. It's fine, just give her alcohol. She's really like a husband, huh? Alcohol makes them happy. Great. Outside the lighthouse, the unrelenting gloom holds sway. But here, within these walls, the light spills in, carving out a small sanctuary of tranquility. Savor the moment of peace. Your situation is still dire, yet the fragile hope has taken root. In this quiet space, you and Ceto share a rare unspoken peace, a respite neither of you has known for a long time. She no longer tenses at your presence. Yes! A quiet acceptance has settled between you. This small space is no longer just hers, but a place you share. Damn. A moment of peace settles in your heart. At least she's comfortable with us. Alcohol make her happy. She's like a most Asian husband. Exactly. Can't cook seductive red bean soup. There's no ingredients for red bean soup here, unfortunately. Should we go to bed with Ceto? Why not, right? What do we miss here anyway? I'd like to look at the bird. Is it still alive? A movement in the sky catches your eye. It's the same seabird, now heading for the island. Should you share this with Ceto? Yeah, sure. More moments with Ceto. Call Ceto over. You gesture to Ceto. The moment she looks up, the bird changes course, flying directly to her, as if summoned. She offers a handful of crumbs, tosses carelessly skyward. The bird plucks them from the air with a deft snap of its beak, a gesture of timeless familiarity. Oh, that is her pet bird! Oh, I see. Ceto's expression has softened. Oh, we're getting there, guys. Her expression is softening. I want to sleep with her on the bed. All preparations are complete. A moment of rest could steady your nerves and restore your energy before the journey ahead. Take a brief rest. But where's Ceto with us? Is she with us? You settle into a brief respite, your mind turning over the task ahead. As Ceto warmed, the likelihood of finding the generator functional is slim. The mania black side is more than a physical sea. It corrupts reality itself, preying most fiercely on the mind. To withstand it requires sheer human will and unwavering courage. We're back to Ark's radio. Amir, Abu, man the two big guns on the east side. Lay down a crossfire. Cover the route. Just the two? You sure that's enough? It's enough. Defense is the priority. We're not starting a war. The sandstorm just cleared. We can't afford to burn through our reserves. Aisha, the engines are all yours. Got it. Everyone else stay off the deck. The words are barely out of her mouth when the world explodes. The ship shudders, its hull groaning in protest as screams tear through the air. We can't hold this line much longer. The fire's too heavy. Those bastards. I said get off the damn deck. Samuel, to me. Take the helm. Everyone away from the railings. Abu, I'm taking your position. Go check for the injured. You pieces of trash. You better run for your lives. The barrage of explosions erupts from the radio. So violent that the radio before you vibrates as if it might shatter. A final thunderous blast, then absolute silence. Did they accidentally air a battle? Ha! They're scrambling off their deck. Let me send those cowards a few parting gifts. Don't get cocky. We're not sticking around for a fight. All hands brace. Hard to port. Full speed. The ship's wheel spins wildly, its shriek of protest suggesting the metal might tear from its post. But the expected roar of the sand ship's engines never comes. For the following seconds, the radio offers only a dead, unnerving silence. The ship's not moving! What's wrong with the engines? The sound of heavy footsteps pounds closer in a frantic, irregular rhythm against the wooden planks. Aisha, she... What happened to Aisha? Is she dead? Oh no, painkillers. Painkillers found in the lighthouse. Once carefully stowed away by someone. Can we feed this to Ceto? Oh, are you hurt? Yeah. I found some painkillers. It's okay, I don't need those. Those belong to Sienna. She couldn't even stand the slightest pain. Oh my. But Sienna is dead, right? Ripperonis, man. What lies buried underwater is not a corpse, but a warrior's final will. What? Oh, good luck, Chief. Please be okay. Step by step, you wade into the black tide. The hemp rope around your waist, your only tether to safety. The ice-cold water climbs relentlessly, past your ankles, swallowing your waist, rising over your chest, until you are no longer walking but floating, adrift in the black tide. You swim with painstaking caution, skimming the surface, desperate not to disturb what slumbers in the depths. I'm scared for the chief, man. Your mind fixates on a single number. 50 meters. A grueling distance for someone starved and hunted. But for a rescue boat, it will be a brief dash to shore. At what you hope is the right point, you draw a sharp breath, grip the rope firmly, and plunge into the darkness below. Is it just me, the way Augustus acts
When we
toward
were first
Chief?
trapped,
What?
the lighthouse keepers gathered every vessel to break through the black tide. But the mania field scrambled our navigation.
Oh shit.
Monsters swarmed every hull. Not a single ship made it out.
Augustus act toward Chief, does she care so much about... Yeah, she does. She does, indeed, yes. So they tried to use all the ships to get out of here, but things just
This
fucked
rescue
up.
boat is all we have left. It was the smallest one. We couldn't risk losing it too. Miles named it the Crippled Dog. We take it out sometimes to collect floating debris, scavenging for anything useful.
Crippled Dog. The moment you see it, you understand the grim irony of its name. The crippled dog. The rescue boat lies on its side, surrounded by dormant monsters. What the fuck? It's surrounded by dormant monsters? How do we get there then? Its hull split open like a fresh wound. Only half an engine remains, a testament to its final collapse. Oh shit. Cass has a very soft spot for Chief. Yeah. And I think Catherine is just attached to people who have principles. And that is the epitome of principle here is Chief, right? Are they swimming? She's swimming, but there's dormant monsters, man. Enter the cabin. Okay, enter the cabin. A deathly silence envelopes you. Thin rays of daylight pierce the murky water, illuminating a graveyard of twisted metal seats, a dashboard veined with shattered glass, and a thick cable that hang like the suspended tentacles of some long-dead beast. Is that Shin's tentacle again? You hold your breath, extending a thick gloved hand toward a corner of the cabin. There, half buried in silt and debris, lies a metal box, its sharp edges just visible above the muck. Check the metal box. It looks so freaking old. Does it work though? Cautiously brushing aside floating debris, your focus narrows to the crank handle on the box's side. This is it. The prize you risked everything for. On the handle's grip, a massive charred handprint is seared deep into the metal. The impression is so vivid you can't trace the outlines of every knuckle and palm bone. A permanent scream frozen in steel. That's fucking creepy.
I saw something was wrong from the top of the lighthouse, even before the crippled dog ran aground.
Miles! Speed up! The tide's coming in! Hurry!
Oh shit.
I kept signaling him with the beacon, but that orange glow in the water, it just didn't move.
It doesn't reach where Miles is? What?
Damn it. Of all the lousy timing.
The engine gave a final sputtering cough. Its death rattles a spray of electrical sparks before it fell completely silent. Even the backup batteries were mute. There were indicators dark, victims of the corrosive black tide.
The kids back home are probably starving. I'm not letting these supplies end up as monster chow. You think a little trouble like this can stop this old salt? I've weathered the black tide before!
Oh, you can do it, mister!
It's moving!
You know, I want to cheer for him, but we already know he's dead. Man.
I immediately ran ashore to meet him. At the time, I didn't even stop to think how he'd gotten the stranded boat moving again.
Didn't you say there was a hand crank generator on the boat?
It's just a rescue boat. A normal person could have cranked until they collapsed and gotten nowhere. But Miles was different. He was a soldier. He had the power the battlefield gave us.
The Rancor.
Yes. He gave himself to the blade.
Oh no. Wedged between the generator and the cabin wall like a human lever, Miles braced his feet and gripped the twisted crank. His hands, calloused from a lifetime of spatulas, now face a different kind of heat. As he turns the crank relentlessly, mania took hold, integrating his body with the boat's system. It was a parasitic connection. The blade indiscriminately devoured his life force, converting it into a surge of power. Man, so the mark we saw from the generator earlier was Miles, man. The cause was immediate and horrific. His skin blistered, smoked, and blackened. Agony threatened to unmoor his mind, but willpower held it at bay. He watched, detached, as his own blood and scalding fat dripped on the generator with a sickening hiss. What the fuck is his description, man?
Now I'm smelling like roasted meat. That's it. Now turn! Faster!
Oh my good lord. Salute to Miles again. These are very brave people, man.
Power! Turn, you hunk of junk! Burn my blood to steam! I'm getting back!
With your last breaths burning in your lungs, you dive to the cabin floor and clutch the heavy metal box. There, you come face to face with the island's chef and captain of the crippled dog, Miles. Oh
When
no.
the boat stopped moving out there, I had to swim to it.
It seems like his body have transformed.
I found him in the cabin. His body was still making the cranking motion.
What the fuck?
Hands fused to the handle. But he was already gone.
Oh my god. Imagine a corpse continuing to crank a lever.
Water
Oh
and
my
monsters
God.
were pouring in. I couldn't take him with me. All I could take was what he'd gathered. 1 can of luncheon meat, 2 bloated cans of expired fish, some waterlogged hardtack. Must have been relief supplies, dropped by other outposts early in the war and carried here by the tide. That's what he died for. And we ate it all in one night.
Man. Miles's body is grotesquely bloated. Skin straining against the uniform. Hands forever frozen in a desperate grasp. Though ravaged by years in the sea, a ghost of a smile remains on his corroded face. Oh god! I just can't imagine seeing a bloated corpse. Good lord. Air oxygen is critically low. You kick off the bottom, struggling toward the surface with the heavy box. After 2 frantic kicks, a primal sense screams that something is approaching from the murk behind you. Oh shit!
Do you know what happens to soldiers, like Miles, when they surrender completely to the rancors?
No, what happened? Oh no, I hope she's okay. Swimming Mania Reaver. I hope so. Chief is barely hanging in there. You glance back, only to find nothing but swirling darkness. Then... a pitch black, bloated figure erupts from the gloom. It's fucking alive, bro! Before you can process it, a putrid, blood-tinged slime floods your nostrils. Oh god.
They lose their minds. Their bodies are consumed by that evil power.
The next moment, 2 hollow eyes sockets lock onto yours. What the fuck? The rankers can't control a fucking corpse! That's nasty, man. The next moment, 2 hollow eyes sockets lock onto yours. It's Miles, his form now a rotting, contaminated horror, pressing against you. Yeah, that's so fucking gross, man.
They become just like the tide crawlers. Mania monsters.
That is so fucked up. Well, thank you. Thank you for the amazing
So you're in
horrors,
charge this time?
I guess.
If this scene
I
could
know,
be
wow.
reenacted, what would be...
Though I seldom take the front lines, A true soldier never hesitates when battle calls.
Let's make this quick. The lighthouse cannot be left unattended.
Come with me. Let's take them down.
Don't forget, rancors were made with the power of the underground sage that was stolen. Yeah, it is. But it's nasty, man. It's as if... The rancors are capable of...
Rush them all!
Of turning even a dead body into a fucking zombie, man. It's nasty as fuck. No wonder Cather is trying to collect everything. Cather is trying to collect the rancors, right? That is actually so nice of her. We don't want any more casualties similar to Jasmine, right? Yes, crush them all. Though weak, the shackle's momentary restraint on Miles is all you need. You shove away, clutching the generator, and swim upward. But the iron box is an anchor dragging you down. Your muscles scream, your kicks growing weak and uncoordinated. A pressure builds in your ears, the warning of oxygen depletion. Light above. Almost there. You tug the lifeline and surge upward. But after a few meters, your body betrays you, ceasing to move entirely. Chief! What's up with the sound effects in this event, man? A wave of blackness swallows your sight. The warnings of prolonged hunger and blood loss, ignored for too long, choose this precise moment to crash over you. Oh shit. Ugh. Unable to call for help underwater, you pull the rope blindly, desperation overriding thought. The sound of disturbed water closes in on you. Is it Miles? Other awakened monsters? You don't dare look. Any unnecessary movement now could cost you your life. Your lungs are on fire. Consciousness flickers. Finally, the movement stops right beside you. Something coils around your waist. You thrash to break free, but the grip only tightens, immobilizing you. It even starts wrestling for the iron box. Push it away! Don't tell me this is Ceto who we are pushing away, man. You drive an elbow back with your last strength, but it shows no sign of loosening its grip. As your fingers scramble to pry the thing off, they brush against the monster, and you freeze. In that moment of shock, an air tube is thrust into your mouth. Air floods your lungs, and the thing around your waist tightens, not as a restraint, but as a rescue, pulling you swiftly toward the surface. This is similar to what happened to Ceto, right? She did not recognize Chief and pushed her away. Now it's Chief's... It mirrors what happened. Now it's Chief's turn. Shin, miss me, Chiefs. Of course, we miss Shin. Yes. The moment your head breaks through, you spit out the tube and gasp a question. Ceto, is that you?
Who else would it be? A ghost?
I can't see a thing.
It happens. We're still some distance from shore. Keep your voice down. Don't attract them.
The thing chasing me. I think it might be Miles.
I know.
Silence falls between you as Ceto swims for shore at full speed, clutching you with one arm and the metal box with the other. But the tide crawlers are fast. You feel the water churn violently beneath you, bro! After a desperate distance, Ceto halts abruptly. Her hands work quickly, untying the lifeline from your waist and fastening securely around her own.
Listen, you're just oxygen-starved and weak. Your sight will come back. When it does, pull me up. I need to keep these things contained in the water. Can't let them reach the shore.
Please be okay. What are you going to do?
Enough questions. Take that damn box and get to shore. Now!
Before you can protest, she hurls you toward the shore like a sack of stones. Ouch. You land hard on solid ground. Instantly, your blindness amplifies the chaos. A chorus of monstrous hisses, the sharp sting of a dagger being drawn. The world narrows to a sound and smell, the wet thwack of steel meeting rotten flesh, a rip of fabric, the overwhelming putrid stench of the creatures, and the low resonant hum of Nina echoing through the shackles connection. Are you cutting him open? Go on, look at it. Look at what spills out. Miles is long gone. He's mine now. Let him go. Let yourself go. Turning your blade on your own comrade. This is how you protect everyone. You, the last hope of the lighthouse keepers. Trash, worthless. Why are you the only one still alive, living like a pathetic coward? She must be a pro at semaphore communication. She has so many red flags. She is. Although we love her red flags though. I can see now.
Now!
You haul on the rope just as Ceto disengages. Her blade sweeps through the black tide with terrifying force. Damn! Ceto's so hot! Would you look at that? Damn. And the horde recoils. The twisted shadows, cowed by the power radiating from her steel, fall back to a circle at a wary distance. She is moments from breaking the surface. When slender tendril, blacker than the deepest shadow, lashes out from a blind spot. What the fuck? Watch out! Monstrous claws rake across her back, sending a spray of blood into the water. No! She doesn't even blink. It's as if she doesn't feel that at all, man. In one fluid motion, she pivots. A frigid arc of steel flashes in a devastating backhand strike, cleaving her ambusher cleanly into.
Pathetic lump of meat. You're not fit to be compared to Miles. Pull me up!
Yes, ma'am! Good lord, that's incense. I love her. We love her. What a woman she is. Sunset, wounds, hunger, warmth, heartbeat, the tangible feelings of being alive. The sun is setting. Isn't that dangerous? But this is such a nice view though. You finally shake off the last of the underwater horrors and drag your soaked, exhausted bodies onto the shore, collapsing onto the coarse sand. A crackling campfire slowly steams the water from your coats, its warmth a welcome anchor to reality. The sun bleeds slowly toward the horizon, calming the sea. The air hangs heavy with the scent of salt. The silence broken only by the crackle of the fire and the ragged sound of your own breathing.
Sun's actually out. Shame. It's almost gone.
Yeah.
See those clouds? Moving fast. Not a good sign. Tonight's storm will be worse.
Wow, great. We're still in deep shit and there's a fucking storm coming. We haven't even fixed the lighthouse. Are we fucked? I love it from here. I can't wait. You've faced many storms alone so far. This time, there are two of us. We'll be fine. We worked like a good team just now.
That look. It's really the same.
She lies on her side beside you. A low curse escaping under her breath. One she didn't intend for you to hear. Same as whose?
Herbert in the cellar. Miles heading back from the sea. They had the same look you did just now.
Oh.
Reckless. But so damn bright.
Because they haven't lost hope. She closes her eyes, our attention turning to the gentle rhythm of the waves and the soft crackle of the fire. You turn your head to look at your hard-won prize. The generator rests beside you, its metal casing glinting in the sunset's afterglow.
Tide comes in after sunset. Fix the lighthouse now or don't bother.
I know, but there's something more urgent first. Ceto didn't expect you to bring back a medkit.
Don't bother. It's a scratch. I wouldn't have noticed if you hadn't...
That doesn't sound like a scratch. It hurts. Oh. The sharp sting of your fingers probing the wound cuts her sentence short. You don't stop, continuing to gently clean the gashes on her back with a precious reserve of fresh water. Looks like the wounds from last night reopened. Does it hurt?
No. I'm used to it.
Oh, don't get too used to pain. Oh my, right. Indeed. We get to touch, Chief gets to touch Ceto's back. Yeah. What is this? I don't believe you. Should I press a little harder? I like the first one. That doesn't sound like a healthy thing to get used to. I like the second one, guys. I want to tease Ceto. I don't believe you. Should I press a little harder?
Hey!
A brief, wary smile passes between you. The sea breeze carries the humid metallic scent of blood and sweat. You see her muscles tense, a visible battle against her instinctive reaction to the smell. In response, your own movements slow, your touch gentling. At this proximity, the sound of your breathing intertwines. I love that description, man. So they're basically so close. This time, she doesn't pull away. She doesn't pull away! Calm down, Cheeto. Your mind is in the gutter again. As you tend to her wounds, you finally see the map of old injuries covering her body. Some faded to scars, others freshly scabbed, and a few still openly weeping. Has anyone ever told you you have no sense of humor?
Has anyone ever told you you have a death wish?
Oh, she retorts like this now. Chief taking care of her future wife has to keep her alive. Of course, of course. Actually, yeah, plenty. Has anyone told you you have a death wish? Actually, yeah, a lot of people already knows that, right? Death wish is always in the chief's vocabulary, always has been. Actually, yeah, plenty. But from someone who was sending out signals saying she was gonna die fighting monsters, you don't get to lecture me about having a death wish. Oh my god.
Quit nagging already.
You fall silent, your world narrowing to the task of stemming the bleeding and securing the bandages. The only sound bridging the quiet between you are the crackle of the fire and the relentless crash of waves. It is a small surprise then when she is the one who finally speaks. Oh, pretty much everyone knows that.
Miles. He was always the social one. Always dragging everyone together to try his latest masterpiece. He was probably just lonely down there. Saw you and thought, finally, some company.
Is that supposed to be a joke? Oh my god, Ceto's so cool. I love her. I love her too. I know. When I first saw him underwater, he was smiling. He was still smiling.
Same as when I found him back then. His mind was gone, but he was still smiling, mumbling something. Guess what he said?
I'm the greatest lighthouse keeper alive. This pathetic black tide can take me down. I like the second one. This isn't even the full art. It isn't. Well, I wanted to see Chief's face better. This pathetic black tide can take me down.
Close enough. He said, blood outlasts electricity.
What? Oh my. Hi, Chief. Hi, ma'am. Oh my good lord. Chief's so pretty as always in this. Mwah. Thank you, Ice Snow. They always draw Chief so pretty. Good lord. The sky bleeds into a deep orange red as the sun sinks beneath the horizon. In the distance, waves crash against the reef in a rhythmic pulse, as if the crippled dog itself is murmuring its assent to the prophecy. Blood outlasts electricity. If I were Miles, I definitely didn't bring that shift back because I had a death wish. And I don't think Herbert was trying to end his life when he went for the hypercubes either. They wanted to live more than anyone. They wanted everyone to live. Blood continues to seep out, and you cover it with layer after layer of cloth. Maybe you're right. We are alike. Even when I was surrounded by those things under the sea, I never stopped wanting to see the sun the next morning. No rescue, no supplies, didn't matter. I was going to find a way. Far away, someone is still waiting for me. Someone who needs me. Hello! Oh my god, this is so beautiful, man. And I'm glad Chief ditched her coat while she was swimming in the water. You tell her about your first contentious encounter with Syndicate's little rat after taking office, and how you watch her grow from a girl without a sense of self into someone who learned to feel, to care. Damn, Chief sounds like a proud mom talking about her daughter in front of Ceto. You described the city you know, a place slowly stirring back to life, yet with undercurrents still swirling beneath its fragile peace. She's a mommy, she is. Chief is literally a mom, yes. GL moment. It is. We treasured this illustration so much. We keep on getting a lot of amazing illustrations from Ice Snow. Even in the previous event, Shattered Blades, that Chief and Catherine illustration is also so good. Chief is the best wife. That's why all the sinners want her regardless of their mental state. Exactly. Even me. You can add me to the list of potential Chief suitors. Ceto is as silent as ever, but you sense a rare focused attention. This world beyond the black tide is a foreign concept to her. A place that only existed in the campfire stories of fallen comrades.
This city.
Pensively, she repeats the name she's heard countless times in those brief respites from battle. It still sounds foreign on her tongue. It seems she has no stories of her own to offer in return. Her eyes follow your hands as you tie the bandage into an ugly, clumsy bow. Finally, she speaks.
The meat's ready. Eat.
Where did she get the meat? We believe in chief supremacy, we are. Also, I just bought a chief plushie. I have yet to open it, but I'll just post a picture on my Twitter. That is such a beautiful illustration and moment. It feels like a calm before a storm, man. Over the fire, the monster's leg sizzles and pops, releasing a surprisingly savory aroma. A far cry from the foul stench you anticipated. After 2 days without food, it smells almost appetizing. Finally, wait! A monster leg? Okay, I just realized this might be another human being, guys. I guess we got no choice but to eat a transformed human. Yeah, well, we have no choice, I guess. Fuck cannibalism. We need to survive. It kinda is, because they still need to fix the beak. Yeah, it's a very tranquil scene and very warm, especially the illustration. And yet later we're about to plunge into another horror. Oh dear lord. No, savor every bite. This has been cooked by our husband, Ceto, so yes, we will savor every bite. Gotta see things from Cavernet's perspective. Yeah, well, it's going to be fine. We can just think that we have no choice. It's the only thing we could eat, so what choice do we have, right? The first bite reveals a firm texture, followed by an unexpected yet delicious flavor. A mild innate spiciness and a savory saltiness. For a moment, the taste is so rich and unusual that it almost makes you forget the origin of the meat. Are you telling me, Chief, you find human meat amazing now? Okay, great. Okay. We need to tell Cabernet about this. And also Shin.
Miles spent forever figuring this out. Used me and Sienna as his lab rats until he got the contamination low enough. It's not completely safe. Eat too much, you'll get sick. But it'll keep you alive.
So this is what she's been doing to nourish herself, huh? Miss Cabernet is proud of you, Chief. Yeah, she's proud of us. Yay, I guess. She simply watches you eat, making no move to take any for herself. Despite her obvious hunger, she is restraining her instincts, just as she earlier resisted having her wounds treated. Why aren't you eating? Did you poison it?
Don't flatter yourself. If this island had anything as useful as poison, I wouldn't waste it on you.
That seems like a dialogue with two meanings. It feels like there's another sentence here. I wouldn't use it on you. I'll use it on myself instead. Don't do that, okay? She turns her face away, the usual disdain in her tone. But before she turns back, a piece of steaming meat is already there, blocking her path. You have anticipated her movement perfectly. Wow, Chief. Well, if it's a lighthouse keeper's specialty, we shouldn't let it go to waste. Her hand rises to push it away, then freezes mid-motion. The dog tags on your wrists have caught the dying light, polished by you to a brilliant shine. Their engravings sharp and clear as if newly minted. She recognizes them instantly, exactly as you intended. Oh, so that was intentional. Not just feeding Ceto, but letting her see the dog tags on her wrist. I see. Cat gonna have a stroke here. All the crap she's been doing here. Exactly. She's gonna be so mad. I don't know if you've seen. Retweeted a. I retweeted a short video that is very well made. I think you know this creator. I'll share it to you guys. Wait. I'll share it on Twitch. You watch it. I'm not sure if that is really how the event went, but it's a good cartoon. It's a good short video.
When did you?
I found them in the toolbox. I thought Miles might have had the one on him too, so I looked a little longer underwater. Sorry for making you come get me. So that's why she took a long time. You saw that one. It's good, right? It is a dating moment. It's romantic if not counting that we are eating mutated human. Yeah, exactly. We can just forget about the mutated human we are eating right now. At least we got a warm date and we got an amazing respite, I guess. What's with the burp? Around her, the savory aroma of roasted meat hangs in the air. She has mastered the recipe perfectly. It's a scent more familiar to her than any other.
Sienna, that can was for Ceto. She's a growing girl. Who said you can open it?
Don't be so stingy. Mackerel is the best with the drink. Brings out the flavor. Ceto's too young to appreciate it anyway.
You opened the booze too? That was our emergency disinfectant. I swear.
Man. Get her wife to eat, gradually healing her mental and physical state. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what you're imagining, huh?
Relax, eat up! The days of pinching pennies are over. I've mastered cooking monster legs. It's 100 times better than this canned stuff.
Well, maybe our little Ceto should be the taste tester.
Oh no.
You turning your nose up at my cooking? I'll have you know, Captain Finn herself appointed me chef of Lighthouse 7. You know what? I'll go back out tomorrow and find you some canned beef and potatoes then.
You know, you're right.
Tomorrow could bring anything. How about pouring me a bit of that?
I love how optimistic they are despite the things that is happening to them. This is what Ceto lost. Hope.
Sure thing. Hey, wait. Where's my can? Ceto! You little sneak! When did you... Get back here! No fair hogging at all!
I saw the inscriptions on the lighthouse's base. The past of the lighthouse keepers. A story this city doesn't even know anymore. But you still know. You remember why they came, the duty they upheld. You're their living legacy. Ceto takes the meat. At first her bites are tentative, but restraint quickly shatters. She eats faster, more ravenously. devouring it with a primal urgency. The smoke aroma floods her senses. Her teeth tear through the tough muscle fibers, her throat working relentlessly to swallow the rich, warm protein. Heat courses down her esophagus, flooding into her limbs. This is the flesh of a monster, nurtured by the black tide, a creature that fed on the blood and bones of countless lighthouse keepers. Please, not that description, bro. Bite after bite, sensation ignites along her nerves. Her heartbeat drums in her ears. Her breathing grows sharp and clear. Beneath the bandages, she feels her flesh knitting itself back together in a frenzy of itching, burning regeneration. And finally, she reclaims her warmth lost to time. This is what it means to be alive. We got her back, folks. From the shore, you watch Ceto. At the base of the lighthouse, she paces off steps. With a strange ritual precision, finally marking a spot on the ground. Then the long, solitary work of digging begins. Need a hand?
Almost done. Here, help me with this. Don't drop it.
What is she doing? Why is she marking things? That animation reminds me of the Mafia Boss TikToks. You know what I'm pointing to. Mafia Boss? I don't have a TikTok, so I have no idea. You step forward to help her lift a tightly wrapped bundle from the earth. It is heavy and cumbersome, standing nearly half a person's height. Is this for the lighthouse? I mean the lamp, the light itself. What is it?
The last piece you need to repair the lighthouse.
She opens the waterproof tarp, then carefully, almost reverently, peels back the inner layers.
A spare lens for the beacon light.
So she was still keeping one. Four hours after the black tide contamination outbreak.
Have I told you about Sienna? Of all the survivors, she's the one I hated most. She served under Finn. After the contamination wiped out her unit, she was the only one left. So she gathered up all their gear and came to find Finn.
Hydrate! Okay, I will hydrate some more. Thank you for that.
Someone's there?
It's the radio operator from Lighthouse 2. What's she doing out here alone?
Ceto quickly adjusts her telescope, bringing the figure in the boat into focus. It was a young woman in a lighthouse keeper's uniform, waving her arms in the precise gesture of semaphore.
What is she saying?
She says, Lighthouse 2 is gone. Contamination wiped it out.
Oh no.
She's bringing critical supplies to regroup with us.
The girl in the lifeboat pointed to a lens wrapped in blood-stained cloth beside her, using semaphore to signal the message. Oh, it was Sienna who brought back the extra lens. Oh my. The last light. Oh, man. What can we grab here? I wonder. Now is not the time for fishing, but a final check on your rod couldn't hurt. Check the fishing rod, of course. You reel in the line to find the fish wriggling on the hook. Ceto plucks it from your hand and, with a swift arc of her arm, sends it sailing back into the dark sea. You can't help but wonder if a day will come when you look back and feel a pang of nostalgia, even for the memory of this terrible tasting fish. Should we cook more fish? Should we cook more fish? How do we do this? I wonder if the choices we do here will affect the ending of the story. Like the one with angels. Let's talk to Ceto. What do you want to talk to Ceto about? Where will you go after this? If we really make it out of here, where will you go? The city? Don't know. Maybe. I grew up in this lighthouse, never set foot in the city. Ceto turns her face toward the window. You follow her gaze to the distant horizon, where the wind paints patterns on a sea that stretches toward the city. A place she has known only through stories. Should we use a key in this again? It's booze again. What happens if you use a hammer and a fish? Nothing, right? You can really only use a dagger. And it's that foul soup again. Bruh. Should we give more booze? You continue to share drinks with Ceto, salvaged from the black tide. You've probably had a bit too much. A fact betrayed by the soft, unbidden tune you've began to hum. It seems like Chief is not good with her liquor. You hum nicely. You hum nicely. Sienna had a voice like that. Said she was better suited for a stage than a lighthouse. To Sienna and to all the keepers. To Sienna and to all the keepers. You gently clink your glasses together, a quiet chime in the stillness before draining them in one synchronized go. Damn! At least we get to share a drink peacefully before we go to the lighthouse. I mean, to the ending of part 2, probably. The room still holds a lingering chill. You feed some firewood to the stove. A crisp, woody fragrance bursts forth, cutting through the damp air and slowly infusing the space with a promise of warmth. The room has become slightly warmer. Very pop. What happens if we throw the medicine there? Keep the painkillers for yourself. If Sienna were here, she'd tell you the same. I thought Sienna couldn't handle pain at all. She couldn't. Not like a lighthouse keeper at all. But she fought the monsters until the end. Took more wounds than anyone else. She died in my arms. Didn't make a single cry in pain. Oh no. So there's different dialogues, huh? So, yeah, let's try the hedgehog again. If you're so taken with that hedgehog, take it. I thought it was your most treasured possession. Finn gave it to me when I was a kid. A sudden realization strikes you. Ceto spent her childhood within these very walls. She was once a girl who cherished her own toys. In those years, The lighthouse keepers nurtured her within the stone tower, where she grew into a resilient person, much like a hardy little hedgehog. It kind of now that the game mentioned it, she does seem like a hedgehog. She tries to she seems to have those spikes on her, and she tries to push people away. Let's see if this works. A bitter wind gusts through the lighthouse, making the temperature plunge. You and Ceto draw closer to the stove, crowding together under the old blanket and pulling your body heat against the encroaching chill. What happens if we feed this to her again? She'll get angry. There's still some of the questionable fish soup remaining, though it carries a strange odor and taint of mania. Ceto refuses to let it go to waste. She ate it? Bro! She shows you a method of prolonged boiling, which she explains will lessen the foul smell and mania's corrupting influence. I didn't know you can boil mania. The process renders the soup tougher and blander, but it's a worthwhile sacrifice. A small defense against the creeping madness. Oh, I see. It actually fucking worked. What happens if we threw this here? Will it disappear again? You attempt to process the main tainted fish into a soup. The result is a vile, unsettling slush that barely resembles food. This is the dialogue from earlier. Your bravest spoonful, it's worse than you imagine. A nauseating wave of sour decay and psychic corruption that feels like a physical blow to your senses. You learn a harsh lesson. Only drink this if you're literally starving to death. Now it's gone again, bro. What should we talk to Ceto? Oh, do you listen to the radio? Used to. Nothing but the same old loops. Got sick of him long ago. Perhaps the mania black tide is just jamming all outside signals. That broadcast from the Sandship Girl, that was a first. Lately though, new signals are coming through. Maybe the dark tide is weakening. Boiled mania with a bit of salt. Yeah, it is. Hydrate? Okay, I will. But I think my throat is starting to get itchy. Now, too much talking once again. You tune the radio and a new song fills the air. Ceto's expression shifts to one of curiosity. This is a melody she's never heard before. Oh. Rest your voice after this. Yeah, I think the sleep will rest my voice. Yes, I'm curious about that bird. Now is that the time for a walk on the beach? All your focus should be on defending the lighthouse. Okay, return to the lighthouse. You head back to the lighthouse using the opportunity to carefully inspect the defenses Ceto has established along the shore. Acting on your suggestion, you and Ceto work in unison to reposition the heavy ballista, training its aim on the darker swells of the black tide. If the monsters surge ashore, the trap you've laid may be enough to break their first assault. Can we go up there? A natural quiet hangs over the top of the lighthouse, barring any surprises. This is where you will make your final stand tonight. Set up defenses. You and Ceto work quickly, barricading the main door and reinforcing the windows with whatever you can find. It won't hold them back forever, but if the monsters breach the tower, these defenses might buy you the precious seconds you need. Back to the radio we go. Give me the bandages. We need to stop the bleeding now. Oh no, it seems like whoever is driving the ship from the previous broadcast got shot or injured. The radio crackles to life once again. Pick up. You hurry to the table and lean in close to the radio. When you hear Ark's trembling breath, a knot of concern tightens in your chest. I already set a boo for them. We can't wait. Amir, help me put the pressure on the wound. Oh shit. You hear fabric tear, followed by the swift tight pull of the makeshift bandage being wound around the injury. I'm fine. Take the ship. Just go. Stop talking! Amir, I said press down harder. It's not stopping. You're the captain. Get everyone out of here. I told you to stop talking. Just stop. Where's that damn boy? Just hold on, just a little longer. I'm getting you and everyone out of here. Aisha? Aisha? Ocean? Don't let her close her eyes. Oh no, the thunderous crash jolts you upright. Your eyes snap to the window where a monstrous gust rips through the curtain of rain, turning the clouds into a silent advancing wall. A dead silence swallows the room. The radio has gone mute. What a fucking cliffhanger. Hi MG, welcome. Long time no see. After a long moment, a faint scratching noise breaks the stillness. Then comes Ark's bright voice, her tone laced with an unexpected, almost playful energy. Can everyone hear me? Don't worry, stay calm. They're just a bunch of bandits, nothing but white sands rats. And we're not exactly pushovers, are we? This little bit of firepower isn't enough to scare us. Besides, we still have a score to settle with for Aisha, right? Since they love to fight so much, let's give them a fight they'll never forget. Are you telling me Aisha's dead? I think she is. Who is Ark? The new character, and she appears in this event through a radio in the island. Not really up here physically, maybe her voice. I think her voice and her radio is the only thing that's keeping Chief sane here, aside from Ceto, I guess. The warmth vanishes from her voice, replaced by a glacial edge. Then her fist slams down on the control panel. Samuel, Amir, man the eastern guns. Abu, take over the fire room. All hands battle stations. Attack! What happened to her? A small wooden boat carved from branches by someone pretty well crafted. What happens if we give this to her? Ceto. Who made this wooden boat? The craftsmanship is impressive. Something I carved to pass the time. I'll make a decent kindling when the cold sets in. May I have it? Suit yourself. Wow! Ceto is actually good with her hands. Wink wink. Okay. Light, illuminate the darkness and each other's as well. Yeah. I like that whenever there's an event, Chief will manage to get 2 wives or 2 daughters or a wife and a daughter. Sometimes it's a whole package, right? The beacon repair is progressing better than expected. The new lens is installed. The circuitry is fixed and dry, and it's all successfully connected to the hand crank generator. The problem is power. You lack Miles's raw strength. Each turn of the crank is like pouring a cup of water into a bottomless pit. You could crank for a lifetime and still not generate enough power for even a faint glow. What do we do then? The generator is useless, basically. Fortunately, the tower has a backup battery array. With the main power system destroyed, it's your only hope. Protocol demands a full security check and a pre-charge test, but time has run out for protocol. Oh shit. Outside, the humid air grows thick as the water level rises rapidly. After a cursory check for obvious shorts, you start cranking. The power gauge barely twitches from zero. After nearly half an hour, exhaustion seeps into your muscle. You should have let Ceto handle this brute force work, but you gave her the more critical job, keeping watch. Just as the thought crosses your mind, Ceto climbs through the window from the tower's top.
Wait. I saw a surface disturbance. Bearing northeast, 27 degrees.
Surface disturbance? Like what? I hope it's our friends. Our comrades. You squint in the direction she indicates. The waves all look the same to you. A monotonous swell with no distinguished features. Yet, you have no reason to doubt her. This sharpened perception is how she found you in the vast dark sea. What do you see? Ceto frowns thoughtfully, seemingly uncertain herself.
A fleet. Large. Wave patterns are wrong. Probably interference from multiple ship hulls.
It's our comrades. They're coming for us. See? We're going to be saved. But we need to hang in here first.
Your friends. This city team coming to rescue you. How many ships do they have?
Command class, 3 capital ships, 10 escorts. Wow. That's a lot. Your eyes meet. The same conclusion hangs unspoken between you. This could be the rescue team from the city coming for you. After a moment's pause, you tighten the tool belt and grip the generator handle once more. Whatever the signal means, this lighthouse is this desolate island's only possible link to the outside world. Augusta's really going out all in for her wife. Yeah, she is. She brought an entire fleet of ships just for her wife. The strength for the monster meat fuels you now. You plant your feet and crack the handle with everything you have. After relentless effort, the charge meter finally creeps from 0% to 1%. You throw open the controller panel and manually override the signal, switching it from Ceto's preset frequency, abandoned lighthouse, to a desperate, repeating SOS. The storm redoubles its fury. Wind screams around the lighthouse and rain lashes the platform, making the footing treacherous. On a distant shore, several monsters reach the boundary. Drawn by the mechanical noise, they begin converging on the lighthouse.
2 disturbances in one day. The Black Tide's retaliation will be severe. That fleet can't approach in the storm that's coming, even if they see a signal.
We still need to let them know we're here. Waiting to die isn't my style. The worse it gets, the tighter we hold into any chance we get. Like I said before, someone is waiting for me. You bow your head and keep working. Ceto stares at your back, her pessimistic retort dying unspoken. The remaining glass panes rattle violently in their frames, threatening to shatter. Wind and rain whip sideways into the lighthouse, slicking the crank handle and making it difficult to grip. Ceto was right. Tonight's storm is worse than anything that came before. The platform shudders violently beneath your feet. You grit your teeth, driving the handle down again and again. Your muscles scream in protest, your joints going numb, but the meter's crawl upward is agonizingly slow. Just as you're about to be thrown off balance, a solid weight braces against your back, steadying you against the gale. It's Ceto.
The light's too weak. They'll never see it. We need full power. No distractions. The storm and the contamination. Leave those to me.
You glance back and see that Ceto has fastened the dog tags you recovered for her to her belt. There once were all the prayers for our loved ones, keeping the light. Here comes every victory. Ceto draws her rancor and takes a defensive position at your back. Fragments of the weapon slithers up her sword arm, adhering to her skin like a living parasitic entity. She doesn't resist, allowing the razor's sharp shards to burrow into her flesh until they solidify just below her elbow. Her irises ignite with a crimson glow, pupils contracting to predatory pinpoints. The unmistakable sign she is trading her sanity to the rancor for power. For hope, for dawn, for every soul. We can do it! Maybe. It's a war song. It is.
So you're in charge this time?
Come with me. Let's take them down.
Though I seldom take the front lines,
I just
a true
realized
soldier
that
never hesitates when battle calls.
the battle theme is actually the non-voice version of that song earlier.
Let's make this quick.
I
The
know.
lighthouse
This is
cannot
the
be
whole
left
song
unattended.
itself. Wow, that sounds so cool.
I should switch to a cooler battle model next.
This sounds like a marching song. What the fuck is that?
Crush them all!
Miss, how do you use Rahul? She's barely usable. If you are in dire need of an Endura who can deal decent damage, she's your girl, okay? But nowadays, you don't need an Endura that deals damage. You need to be speed. Please, her Reforge will save her, hopefully. I'm not sure about that. Prage. Blood, so much blood. Go on, pounds, tear them apart with your teeth. Become a monster just like them. Darkness has fallen completely. The storm screaming around the lighthouse. More monsters scramble to the top, their shrieks merging with the thunder's waves. They smash through the windows, claw through ventilation ducts, and ooze through every crack. Yet not a single one breaches the perimeter Ceto holds around you. Hydrate? Okay, I will hydrate. Thank you for that. You still keep her in Shalom's team. Shalom's soul protection right there. Yes, that's perfectly fine. Can even put Kokilik in there.
How much longer?
Behind you, Ceto asks, her voice grating with an unstable edge. You check the battery level, 2%. Theoretically, it's enough for a full power signal, but the ancient equipment is a liability. If the power surges and fails, every effort you and Ceto have made will be for nothing. Just a bit longer. Watch out! Mid-sentence, a slimy tentacle lashes toward her chest. She twists aside, but a violent motion causes the rancor fragments to rupture, slicing deep into her own palm. Blood streams down the blade's hilt.
I'm fine.
Oh shit.
Keep going.
I think Path to Nowhere Riders loves tentacles, not just Shin. With one hand pressed against her fresh wound, she rams the other into a monster's torso, her fingers closing around its core and crushing it to pulp. Gore splatters across her face. She staggers back, blinking hard as if to physically shake her mind back into focus.
Hey, you. Talk to me.
About what?
Anything. Just keep me here. Don't let the blade take over.
Okay, remember when I first got here 2 days ago? The thunder nearly drowns out your voice. You must have hated me, a burden showing up right when you were about to end it.
Don't you know it?
Her movements are still brutal, but exhaustion is clearly taking its toll. Each swing of her blade is heavier, more labored than the one before. And when you stopped me from climbing the lighthouse, You were afraid I'd see you were going to abandon the lighthouse, that I'd ruin your plan.
Yes, you are more annoying than I thought.
You thought guarding this place was pointless. You didn't believe the city was coming. You didn't even want to leave. So, why help me? You raise your voice to be heard over the roar of the storm. Why give me the clues to fix the light? What are you fighting for now? The bandages you wrapped so carefully on the shore are now completely saturated with blood. The coppery scent of it catches in her throat, making it tighten. Yet she fights on, one hand clamped desperately over the bleeding wound, while the other cleaves the lunging monster in half to protect you.
I don't know.
As black blood spatters the ground, she gulps for air, forcing words through her clenched teeth. Her vision swims, but with a final surge of will, she lifts her head to stare out at the vast dark sea.
I don't know what this city is really like, but I want to get them home.
You've lost all senses of time. An hour, two. The wind screams around the lighthouse top. Your palms are raw, blistering, torn, and bleeding, sweat stinging in the open wounds. Finally, the battery gauge climbs to 5%. It has to be enough. Your hand rests on the switch. Memories flash. The Bureau, Hecate, Hela, but you force them down, swallowing hard. Your focus narrows to Ceto, a lone figure holding back the tide crawlers. We are getting out of here.
Okay.
Press the power switch. The battery gauge plummets before your eyes. Inside the beacon, the tungsten filament glows deep red, then surges into a blazing orange-yellow. The space around you grows brighter, hotter with every second. Around Ceto, the world seems to fade. She thinks she hears people calling from behind her.
Finn always said you had a gift for wielding that blade. That you can lead us out of here.
Keep fighting! I was right, wasn't I? Blood outlasts electricity!
This is the last light.
Ceto.
The beacon's steady light cuts through the horizon where sea meets sky. It pierces the long night, penetrates the thick sea fog, and carves a burning path across the ink-black waters, pointing straight toward the distant horizon where a fleet may lie. The lighthouse's summit is awash in warm, cascading light. It spills downward, illuminating Ceto inch by inch. Her arms numb and battered, and dried blood kicked on her combat suit. Fresh wounds glisten, even the dulled edge of the blade in her hand, all laid bare under the unwavering glow. Is the next stream her friend that all that? Yeah, she remembers them because she says she's going to take them home in the city. They're at least their dog tags. Is the next stream gonna be this afternoon or next after? This coming afternoon. The world falls into a hushed silence, broken only by the sound of your heartbeats. Your pulses sync with a rhythmic flash of the distress signal. Between light and shadow, the beacon breathes. At the horizon, the thick fog slowly thins within the beam, unveiling a glimpse of deep blue night and stars unseen for years. And then, a sheep's horn cuts sharply through the quiet. Yay! Once, twice, three times, blaring from the exact direction of your signal, its sound rolling clearly across the water. In that moment, you know with absolute certainty it's the Rancor fleet!
It is a rescue.
Let's go! She stumbles forward, her hands locking onto the railing with a white-knuckled grip. At the seam between light and fog, the hulking silhouettes of three steel vessels gradually solidify. One by one, The ship's massive searchlights swing toward the lighthouse, their beams converging until they form a brilliant constellation on the water. After more than decades of silence, rescue is finally arriving.
You said, when the light was fixed, you'd let me choose one more time. To go with you, or not.
Just go with the chief.
Was that true?
Yes. So you've changed your mind? Not looking for an end anymore? You're asking to come with me?
You talk too much.
Well, Chief is just ecstatic that you don't want to end yourself anymore. Augustus will scold Chief. It's fine though. It's because she cares for the Chief. That's why she scolds the Chief. She gives a small smile. It's the first time she hasn't let one of your desperate, well-meaning jokes fall flat. Oh.
In this weather, with the fleet's distance, they won't reach shore before dawn.
So they still need to hang in there.
The storm and the fog will blind them. The beacon has to stay lit. All night.
Oh shit, they need to she will need to crank up the generator with her arms. She braces the flat of her blade against her forearm, wiping away the gore and contamination. Then, she moves to stand at your back once more, a shield against the encroaching monsters.
Now, we'll have to survive until dawn, on our own.
Oh my god, good luck. At the lighthouse's summit, the tide crawlers have completely severed your descent. The contamination surges with renewed violence. Corruptors circle ever closer, tightening the space around you like a noose. Over the sea, the fog thickens once more, blurring the silhouettes of the fleet. Thunder rumbles, twisting together with the howls of monsters. You stand atop the crumbling lighthouse, encroaching corruption at your back, and before you, only the faintest glimmer of hope. Side by side, you wait in the dark for the coming dawn. Wow. Wow. That's intense. But I will stop here, folks, okay? She'll get jealous, mayhaps, I don't know, totally didn't finish the event myself. She'll get jealous. Ooh. Ceto will get jealous of the chief, perhaps? I think this is the last part of part 2. I'm not sure. I think. But I think I'll stop here. And then we'll continue in a few hours. Herbert Stone, logistic worker. Catherine. Oh, I see. Yeah, she's definitely going to get jealous. Or get pissed off to her subordinates. How did you lose my precious chief? Like that. Herbert Stone was originally a mechanic who ran a repair shop. Later, during the city's fight for independence, all industrial units in the city were taken over. After independence was won, the city government significantly downsized the factories due to declining demand, causing Herbert to lose his livelihood. Already over, yeah. We'll continue, don't worry. I'm just reading through the files before I go. So Herbert lost his livelihood because the city downsized the factories. Herbert's wife had died early, leaving behind only an infant daughter. To make a living, Herbert entrusted his daughter to his elderly parents and joined the lighthouse keepers alone. Oh no, she left a daughter to her old parents and she didn't came home. I think besides the Iron Shooter, guys, all other sound bots don't work. Really? Oh, I don't know why that happened. I'll check on it later on. After joining OTN-07, Herbert was appointed to the logistics department, mainly responsible for resource allocation and equipment maintenance. Following Finn's death, Herbert took over her position and regrouped the OT and 07 crew, which was down to only 12 members. While collecting hypercubes for the crew, Herbert was attacked by black tide monsters. Lacking resistance to mania contamination, his body underwent irreversible corruptor mutation, causing him tremendous suffering. At Herbert's own request, Ceto ultimately ended his life with a rancor. Man. Herbert was just too humble, always shouldering all the responsibilities alone, saying he couldn't even wield an assigned weapon well enough to be a proper lighthouse captain. When I make it out of here alive, I'll make sure to tell his daughter that her father was a true hero. I wish Ceto could find the long-lost daughter of Herbert, but that's going to be a lot of work, I think. Miles. Miles Grant, cook. Miles Grant was born in the mining district of the city to miner parents. As he had to live independently, Miles learned to cook from an early age. When he grew up, Miles continued working in the mining district's canteen. After the city gained independence, mining operations expanded drastically while safety regulations greatly loosened. Miles's parents unfortunately died in a mining accident. Miles then decided to leave his hometown and join the lighthouse keepers on the recommendation of the local advisor. With his specialty in mining district cuisine and gentle personality, he earned the trust and affection of colleagues with similar backgrounds. After being assigned to OD and 07, Miles was tasked with catering and routine duties, responsible for feeding the lighthouse crew and offering combat support. Oh, my throat. Before food supplies were completely exhausted, Miles experimented with using black tide monsters as ingredients, developing edible dishes made with corruptors, buying more time for the survivors in the lighthouse. Miles was eventually completely overtaken by a rancor and died in the black tide, but the corrupted recipes he left behind continued to serve the survivors. Miles roasted a monster leg again today. I'm slowly getting used to the taste, but after eating it, I still felt a bit dizzy and nauseous, and I had strange dreams at night. But considering our situation, I feel lucky to still be able to dream. That is quite optimistic of Ceto, I guess. I'll read the last one. I'll read Sienna's tomorrow's instead. My throat ain't cooperating anymore. Anyway, folks, thank you for hanging out with Cheery. Holy shit, it's almost 4 a.m. guys. Oh no. Oh, what is this? Lone Isles Twilight. We still got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 7 more missions. We're almost there. And how many parts are we? 9 out of 13. We'll continue in a few hours, guys. Get some rest. I will. My throat
You're
needs
here.
some rest.
When does the
Oh,
next fight start?
wow. Nice cake. Anyway, folks, thank you for hanging out with Cheatery. I'll see you in a few hours for the finale of Ceto's event. Yeah, bye-bye. Good night. I mean, good morning. Yeah, good night, good morning. See you all in a few hours. Thank you once again for hanging out with me. Otsu Chidori. Bye-bye. Nice view, right? I'll leave you to her ass, okay? Bye-bye.